Hello friends, we will solve question number 5, 6, 7 and 8 from practical number 6. So let's move to question number 5. The pole P of order M of f of z is equal to z upon 2z plus 1 whole bracket cube is option A P is equal to 1 by 3, M is equal to 3, option B P is equal to minus half, M is equal to 3, option C P is equal to 0, M is equal to 3 and option D none of this. Here f of z is equal to z upon 2z plus 1 cube, which can be written as z cube upon 2z plus 1 bracket cube. Now z is equal to minus half is an isolated singularity of f of z. F of z can also be written as f of z is equal to phi z upon z minus half whole bracket cube, where phi of z is equal to z cube upon 8. We have taken 2 common and took it outside the cube. Therefore, we got phi of z as z cube upon 8. Here phi of z is analytic and non-zero at z is equal to minus half. Therefore, z is equal to minus half is a pole of f of z of order 3. So option B, P is equal to minus half and M is equal to 3 is the correct answer for question number 5. So now let's move to question number 6. F of z is equal to sin z upon z minus pi square have a pole of order of option A 1, option B 2, option C 3 and option D none of this. Let us go towards the definition of pole. An isolated singular point z0 is a pole of order m if and only if f of z can be written as f of z is equal to phi of z upon z minus z0 raised to m, where phi of z is analytic and non-zero at z is equal to z0. Our given f of z is equal to sin z upon z minus pi square. Comparing this given equation with the equation from the definition, that is f of z is equal to phi z upon z minus z0 raised to m, we get phi of z is equal to sin z and m is equal to 2, where m is the order. So f of z has a pole of order 2. So here 2, option B is the correct answer. So let's move to question number 7. The poles of the function sin z upon cos z are at option A 2n plus 1 pi upon 2, where n belongs to integer, option B 2n pi upon 3, where n belongs to integer, option C n pi, where n belongs to integer, option D none of this. So given function f of z is equal to sin z upon cos z. Now for cos z to be 0, z must be plus or minus pi by 2, plus or minus 3 pi by 2, plus or minus 5 pi by 2 and so on. That is, if z is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2 for all n belongs to integer. Therefore, z is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n belongs to integer, are poles of f of z. So for question number 7, option A is the correct answer. So now let's move to question number 8. The integral over C 1 plus z upon z times 2 minus z dz, where C is the unit circle with mod z is equal to 1 is option A 2 pi I, option B pi I, option C 0 and option D none of this. F of z is equal to 1 plus z upon z times 2 minus z. Here z is equal to 0 and z is equal to 2 are the isolated singularities of f of z. Also z is equal to 0, z is equal to 2 are poles of f of z of order 1, and z is equal to 2 lies outside contour C, but z is equal to 0 lies inside the contour C of radius 1. By Cauchy residue theorem, we get integral over C f of z dz is equal to 2 pi I into summation I runs from 1 to k, residue of f of z f z is equal to z at z is equal to z0. Therefore, integral over c 1 plus z upon z times 2 minus z dz is equal to 2 pi I into residue of z is equal to 0 f of z. Let's consider this as equation star. Now we will calculate residue of f of z at z is equal to 0. Here f of z can be written as f of z is equal to phi of z upon z, where phi of z is equal to 1 plus z upon 2 minus z. Therefore, residue of f of z at z is equal to 0 is equal to phi of 0. Therefore, 1 plus 0 upon 2 minus 0, which gives us half. Now let's put this value in equation star. This is our equation star. We get integral over c 1 plus z upon z times 2 minus z dz is equal to 2 pi I into half, which is equal to pi I. Therefore, integral over c 1 plus z upon z times 2 minus z dz is equal to pi I. So correct option for question number 8 is option B. So in this way we have discussed question 5, question 6, 7 and 8 from practical number 6. Thank you.